Are you working? There we go. Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to the Fae Realm. We are starting a new game today. Stories from Rain City, Shadowed Auguries, since, this won't be the only story from the Rain City. I am delighted, as always and ever, to have Deebles and Dan on my channel. It's the D&D show with DD and DDR. There we go. It's DDR.
Dance Dance Revolution. Oh boy, I'm gonna get spanked. I can dance, but I can't do DDR.
Only on Wednesdays.
Goodness gracious. We are beginning as we mean to go on, I think. So hello everyone, welcome. As you can see, we are playing the Dresden Files accelerated system. I apparently this is out of print. I got lucky enough to get my hands on an actual copy of this years ago because I've been a huge fan of the Dresden Files for years, and I am delighted, excited, all of the things to have Dan here running the game for me and for Deebles. We've been talking about this pretty much since we started the Vampire the Masquerade game. And now we're doing the thing. Yeah, I'm going to throw it over to you, Dan, because I think I've been jibber-jabbering quite enough. Also, usual rules apply for the chat. Please let me know if the music is too loud. I now have it set up so I can listen and monitor. Let me know if it's going wonky.
Hi guys. Hello, folks.
And then he attempts to die.
Yes, always, of course. So we are doing our session 0.5. We did meet up week ago? No, 2 weeks ago. A little bit ago, a while ago, in the past us, worked on creating characters for the game. And then we also dove into a little bit of what our expectations are for the game. And you guys may see or hear that in the future, or you might not, but it will certainly come out in the, in gameplay at least. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about building the city first, because that's a big important part of Dresden Files, and pretty much any urban game, actually most games, is building the city. I'm using a cribbed down version from the Your City rules, which was part of the original first edition Dresden Files game, which is not accelerated and is quite that beautiful book.
Chonky. Chonky's the word you want there.
It is a home defense system. But one of the things is that it helps is creating the city, because you want your city to have life. You don't want it to just be something that's a backdrop, because cities are breathing. Cities have character. They've got oomph. They've got chutzpah. They've got smells. Smells are a big thing, and Dan likes talking about all that stuff when we roleplay. So we did one our last time when we met, and we decided that we were going to use the Golden Age collectibles. Golden Age collectibles is going to be a location in our game. It's a location in the real world Seattle. It's located in Pike Place Market, but it's specific. It's actually in one of the lower level locations. It is apparently the world's oldest comic book shop, and so we did that. And what I asked was, who is the face of that location? And we decided that it was David Thompson, who hangs out there. He's very friendly. He has a collection of hats, and the hats are, you'll have to forgive me, I'm getting over a cold, so I've got a little bit of sniffles and sometimes a frog in my throat. If the frog pops out and starts singing and dancing, then we're definitely taking the show live. So David has a collection of hats and a bunch of buttons on it, and all different types of buttons. He is a queer ally, and he is supernatural, but people don't know what kind of supernatural he is. Also, when you are in Golden Age collectibles, there is an aspect to the location that can be utilized by the players or by me to either invoke or compel, and we'll go over the rules as we play a little bit more, because this is a newer game system for most of us. And the aspect here is spend enough time and find out anything. And they are true stories, and they're part of memory, and memory is in quotation marks. Memory is going to maybe be a character or an event or a thing or an entity. It's something more than just memories. And the overwhelming smell here is that it smells like jasmine in this location. So we did that collaboratively, and I just word vomited that all out to everyone. What we're going to do here is I would like us to come up with maybe 6 locations in total. So 5 more or maybe 6 more. We'll see how we're feeling on these because they are pretty in depth. Do you guys have, and forgive me, I use guys for everyone, do you folks have a preference for the next location that we do? Do we want it to be a landmark, or do we want to make up a location like a coffee shop or a place where people meet or a park or something like that?
Let's do a coffee shop.
Coffee shop, okay. I mean, it is Seattle, and there's tons of coffee, so let's not make it one of the big ones that's known. Let's do it as like an independent coffee shop, right?
If you call it Mugs and Kisses, I'm quitting.
We have to call it that now. How dare you?
It's such a good name.
It's a great name.
Mugs
We
and
can't.
Kisses
You
is a
can't
great
no,
name.
we can't use it in more than one thing.
Why?
Because I say
If
so.
Hold on. If we could have 3 NPCs in one game named Peter or Charlie, we could have a coffee shop named Mugs
Those
and
are
Kisses.
common names.
Mugs and kisses are all common words too. And hey, it could be franchised across multiple universes
No.
and multiverses.
Absolutely not.
Why would you throw that name out there without me having any context of what it is, Ren? And
It's from
sad.
it's from the redacted reports. It's
Well,
it's
I'm
where
far
we go.
behind.
It's where we go now that Starbucks is off limits.
How about Cugs and Misses?
No.
Kegs and Misses? I mean, that's a
bar.
pretty good bar.
Hang on, I'm looking at a name generator.
Boo.
Dude, Brood Awakening.
Brood Awakening. All right, I like Brood Awakening.
Yeah, Alondra will quit too, and we can't let Alondra quit. Them's the rules.
Well, speaking of Alondra,
Who did these beautiful overlays.
yeah, this looks good. I like this. All
I'm
right, so we got Brood-
I'm terribly fond of the circles. It helps cut down on those rough corners.
And
All right,
hides
so-
the green.
So the Brood Awakening. Brood Awakenings or Awakening?
Awakening.
Awakening.
Because it's playing off of Rude Awakening.
All right, and it's a coffee shop. We're gonna say it's an independent coffee shop.
Yeah.
All right, and who is the face? Who is always here?
I named Latin NPC.
I named the
Mother-
coffee shop.
Motherfucker. Let's go with. Can I give it a two people, Dan, or does
Sure.
it have to be
Yeah.
one?
No. No
No
gods, no kings, only us.
There's
damn
Iris
right.
and Ezra.
One more time, please.
Iris and Ezra.
Iris and Ezra. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, because of how you said that, are they one person or are they 2 people? Meaning
They're
that
2
are
people.
they always there together?
Ooh. They are not. You never see them in the same place. At
I
the same
love
time.
that.
Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna put them onto two separate lines then. I'm doing this a little bit old-fashioned way on my 3x5s
I love that.
with a pencil.
Wow. Old
Pencil.
school. Old
Yeah,
school.
pencil. It's fancy, but it's not wooden. It's made of plastic.
Oh, it's okay.
Has the potential to fail if we've got enough wizards around.
No. See,
All
it's a simple piece of machinery. That's why the Blue Beetle keeps working most of the time when Harry's driving it, because it's an old beetle.
True.
Voucha. That's the Mexican word for the Beatles, Voucha. Or Vacho. But sorry, I digress.
No, you're fine.
Iris and Ezra. Let's talk about Iris first. Give me 3 things about Iris.
I will also
give me one at a time.
I will also say I am since we're doing this part live, I am throwing some of this to the chat for suggestions. So if y'all have suggestions for NPC names and aspects or characteristics, throw them out. If we like them, we'll implement them. Iris.
I've been banned from looking at the chat, so
yes,
I'm rely on these guys.
Yes, because you're squirrel.
What?
Exactly. I think Iris always has a truly massive sketch pad with her. Like, the baristas kind of don't like her because she takes up one of the better tables, except that she has like a constant run of coffee heading her direction, so they can't hate her too much.
Okay.
But it's a huge sketch pad.
Okay. Can we have something about Iris's personality?
Ooh. I think Iris is kind of a bubbly character.
Yay.
But also she draws like really macabre art.
Oh, she's
Yes.
Oh, what is his name? Junji Ito?
Oh yeah. Oh, the horror artist.
Who's
or
apparently
horror
a
comic.
genuinely lovely person and sweet
Yeah.
and bubbly and draws things out of nightmares. Junji Ito, thank you, Chris.
Yeah. Also, the woman who did Phantasmagoria. Cannot remember her name off the top of my head.
Iconic horror manga artist loves cats. I love them already.
All right, so they've got a truly massive sketch pad. They're bubbly and draw macabre art. Okay. One more thing about them. This is not one of the 3. Do we have pronouns representing gender?
Oh.
I use she, her, but I think that they're they, she.
Yes.
But looks like super high fairy femme most of the time.
I see that, yeah.
Right? And for the last thing about them, I'm going to steal from Chris's comment in the chat. Iris lived in Rome for 10 years with her grandmother. She's fond of Italian coffee.
Now, because this is Seattle, are they a coffee snob?
Oh, 100%.
They have to be if they love just like Italian coffee, right?
Some people aren't necessarily like. Some people are but it's worth asking, right?
It's
no.
it's one of the reasons that the barista doesn't like them is because
Okay.
they're like, until they got the baristas trained in what they liked, they just kept bringing it back and being like, I'm sorry, this isn't quite right. Can you fix this, please?
Can you fix this, please? I'm sorry. A little bit longer on the press, please.
Yes.
Just a little too hot. Can you bring it down to 2 degrees Celsius? All right, Ezra.
Look, the suggestion in the chat was just basically make Ezra from Quest and Chaos.
I don't know him well.
Older, grumpy Jewish man.
Sold, I guess.
Hates playing D&D, but will do it if I ask.
Okay. Normally, I wouldn't have a problem. I mean, sometimes Ezra does pop in and watch. How would Ezra feel about having a character not even necessarily named after him, but fashioned him completely after him?
I think he'd be flattered.
Okay.
Should we ping him just in case?
Sure. I'll ping him.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that
So-
was a you do that because I don't know this man.
we're gonna put that to the side for now. But we'll come back to that. All right. So, Brood Awakening, the coffee shop. What is the aspect for this place? What is this a core neutral ground?
I think it is, yeah.
Is that part of the aspect though? It can be. We don't have to necessarily get too complicated with things.
I think for a coffee shop that would make sense that that's the core aspect.
Okay.
Unless you have a different idea, Dan, because I saw your thinking face.
No, not necessarily. I'm just kind of throwing out ideas because I don't want it to be. I don't want to necessarily lead everything or make everything be very
Heavy in the
overcomplicated, right?
Sure.
Because things can be very very simple. The name of the bar in Chicago is Mecca.
I have actually never pronounced it out loud. It's Max or McNally's. McAnally's. I have no idea how to pronounce it because I have read it and have never heard it.
Oh, are we talking about
We're talking about Max, the bar.
Yeah, it's McAnally's.
Thank you.
McAnally's.
Sorry, I'm the one who listens
you listen to the audiobooks. I do not. I should, because, Marsters.
My brain just went, what are we talking about? I should have known that.
All right, let me see something. I believe that I've got an example of McAnally's as a location. No, that's Baltimore. Nah, it's Baltimore as well.
Page 74 if you're looking at the accelerated book.
Oh, okay. It's in the accelerated book. Let me look there real quick.
I do love the notes that are left in here as Ivy and Kincaid are chatting throughout. In this area, it's the rules of hospitality, and the printed version is wars have begun because of such offenses, and I think that's Kincaid's handwriting. Just ask the Red Court. ... Oh wait. 'Cause you can't.
Everything's fine. You don't know that yet.
I think everyone knew that. That was something that rocked the supernatural world.
I'm just saying that if Jim Butcher wanted to bring them back, he could probably figure out a way.
I mean, that is valid. There is stuff in here about being a Red Court scion or something. I think it's because the ones that weren't turned yet didn't get caught in that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do the aspect of a cordon neutral territory here. So that does mean that we are going to have new supernaturals coming throughout this location on a regular basis. So get your coffee orders ready. Overwhelming smell, or what's the smell of this place? I think this one's pretty easy. I think it's probably coffee. Yeah? All right. Because this sounds like this is going to be a bigger location. I would like to introduce one other NPC here. I think one of the baristas that's here is a Valkyrie.
Oh no! I love that.
And
I'm
this
cool
way,
with that.
if shit goes sideways, the Valkyrie's like, nope, and taps the sword above
We've talked about this.
Yes. Or points at the sword above the nice Italian espresso machine. What is the barista's name?
Helga.
Helga? Okay. We're going to leave the rest of building Helga up later on.
Yeah, that feels like someone who needs to be developed through play.
Yeah, but I like that idea. All right, so we've got Golden Age Collectibles, Brood Awakening. What else would we like to include? Some of the locations in Seattle. The Space Needle's a big deal. Pike Place is a big deal. The fish market is a big deal for tourists. The Seattle Great Wheel.
Are we going to develop the Seattle Great Wheel, or are we going to wait until you have something happen there? Ugh, the gum wall is disgusting. I've been there, and I radiated disgusting.
Every time we have said the gum wall, Red has done that, and I am here for us to only play the game at the gum wall now.
I will set it on fire. Fuego is in the future.
We're gonna now build the gum wall.
Oh
yes! You did this, Red. You did this.
Why do I play with people who don't like me?
All right. So, well, no, because you actually you when we game and we storytell, I want reaction. And
Yeah.
You're giving me reaction.
Also, you keep inviting me to things, and I keep saying yes.
Yeah, which indicates that we like each other, and yet.
And
All
yet,
right.
The decaffeinator. Okay.
I'm going to start off with something with we're going to go a little backward on this one. Not necessarily the smell. What's the feel here? Is it disgusting?
I think that depends on who you are, but yes, because I'm the one answering first.
I have a feeling it's very sticky.
Yeah, it has like that miasma of sticky when you're near it.
A miasma of sticky.
What a great way to describe that, Ren, honestly.
I occasionally do wordsmithing.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Who is the face here? Is there somebody that's always here? Does not have to be a human. Could be a supernatural. It could be a rat with a human face.
No.
I honestly, thinking about it, I think there's like a swarm of pixies here. Like, honestly, it makes sense that there are like pixies at the gum wall.
That does actually make a lot of sense.
Like, I don't even know if the gum wall was made by people. I think it might have just been made by pixies.
I think it was made by people, but pixies are always super fascinated by humans and their things, and they're like, but everyone says it's disgusting, but everyone does it. Why? The dichotomy, it's so interesting.
Whoa, this is a new flavor. Oh, that's horrible. Put it back.
Exactly.
I also think that they have expanded the gum wall. Like, they've stolen gum from other people throughout the city and, like, stuck it on the wall.
They, like, zip by someone spitting their gum on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Oh, God, they're the unofficial cleanup squad of the gum of Seattle.
Suddenly, there is no gum on the sidewalks of Seattle. It's all just on the gum wall.
Well, and a lot, like, I don't think that you could use this in, like, thaumaturgy or anything like that, but there is the idea of, like, you take something that is connected to a person. So someone chewed a piece of gum, their spit and their DNA is in it. It probably wouldn't last very long, not as long as, like, hair, but you could probably use that as a focus if you knew who it came from.
And that would give you a +2 because that'll give you a nice little a nice tag for that aspect. Yeah. All right, so pixies at the gum wall. That's what they're called.
Yes.
That is like their clan name is Pixies at the Gum Wall.
Pixies at the gum wall. Who speaks for the pixies of the gum wall, or do they all speak in unison?
Wrigley.
Wrigley, yes.
They've been around for a while.
Wrigley the Pixie.
I love
All right.
it.
Do we want to add anything else to Wrigley? Any personality traits? Anything that stands out besides the fact that they're gum collectors?
They have a toothpick sword. They just have a fascination with. In a human, you'd call it an oral fixation.
Yeah.
Like and anything that comes near like a human's mouth, they're super fascinated by.
Oh no, Red.
You did this to me.
I had a terrible idea. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Okay.
I don't want to give Dan ideas. So.
Oh, Dan's got an idea and he's looking something up right now.
Oh no.
Hey, Deeps, drop it the Twitch chat because Dan's not allowed to look there.
I don't. He can go back and watch. And
He
see
can.
it. I feel like some of my thoughts should be inside thoughts. That doesn't normally happen.
Oh,
but
why start now?
sometimes- Listen.
Oh God, Jay Matthews keeps throwing things out there. There's the Enforcer, Big Red, the Double Mint twins.
No, what I thought about, because you mentioned like oral fixation, maybe one of them is like Hermie the elf from the Rankin and Bass Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, wants to be a dentist.
Oh yeah, oh, God, I forgot that was his name. I grew up on
That's what I
that.
had
On
to look
that.
Is that a salute? Or is that
No.
is that a gripping your forehead of like
That
what?
is a gripping my forehead because we shared a thought.
Yes.
It doesn't take long.
One of us. Nighttime is the right time. All right.
I just want to say this is only the second time that I've played as Dan being my storyteller. So, and the other one was
It
a
happens
one-shot.
fast. It happens real fast. I don't know if you've noticed.
He hasn't read me for filth yet, like Sam has. So,
Hey, give him a couple sessions.
yet, yeah.
All right. So, what is the aspect at the gum wall?
Gross.
It doesn't have to be positive.
Yeah, I think that the people who are tuned to like not human emotion necessarily, but has that like can like read auras or whatever, feels vaguely sick every time they're near that.
Okay. How can we make that an aspect?
I don't know. I don't know enough.
I'm talking out loud. This wasn't to you.
I helped
this was
do
to-
Fate School, and I still don't completely understand aspects. At least not of places.
DB, an idea?
I don't have an idea. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm kind of with Ren. In reality, the gum wall sounds not great. Like, I'm sure it's cool to look at, but I think I'd want to look at it once and then walk away. But I like the idea of, like, the emotion of it kind of makes you feel uncomfy if you're in tune to that.
Okay. This place just ain't right.
Ah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is sticky an aspect?
It's
Sticky
bound to
can't be
be.
an aspect. It would be a conditional aspect. We can talk about that a little bit later. Because if you throw somebody into the wall,
Yep.
I love how Ren and I both had very similar reactions. I don't know how close we're gonna get to the gum wall, Ren.
right? Oh, and the pixies at the gum wall do talk about one of their cousins that they tell everybody to stay far away from. His name is Sundu.
Yep.
We'll talk. We'll learn about him later.
Oh, good.
Yep.
All right. So we've got, what's that? 3 locations? All right.
Yeah, we have the collectibles shop, the coffee shop, and the nasty, horrible gum wall.
Nasty, horrible gumball.
Have you been to the gum wall in
Yes.
person? Okay. I've never been to Seattle. This is all new for me.
Yeah,
Nor have I.
I used to go to Emerald City Comic Con every year.
Ah, okay.
All right. So I had an idea. There are about 13 classified bridges within the city of Seattle that are historical places and landmarks. One of them is the Fremont Bridge, and there is a troll in our real world underneath the bridge. There's a giant sculpture of the troll palming a VW Beetle.
Yep. I went to visit that one of the times that I was in Seattle. I will drop a picture of me being eaten by the troll.
I would like to include the troll in that location, and this is one of our locations. And I would like to name the troll Fremont, just because that makes it easier.
Sounds good to me.
But since there are other bridges, I had an idea.
That all of the bridges have trolls. They're just not visible.
Correct. Yes, he was the only one that was caught, and the rest of them, the rest of the trolls that are under the bridges, are not. Don't begrudge him at all for it. But they actually kind of pity him because he's now stuck and people know about him.
He got caught.
Yeah. And they still look out for him. But with that, that's because all of the trolls here in Seattle are members of the UBOBT, which is the United Brotherhood of Bridge Trolls, which is a union. And I think it's maybe, we'll come up with a number, like a union number. And I'd like to, and the one of them, because I wrote down a couple of the bridges. There is the Arbitorium sewer trestle. And the guy that's in charge of that, the bridge troll there, his name is Vinny.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with Arby.
Oh no, I like Vinny, but Vinny is a union guy, but he's also a troll. So if he's technically their leader.
Is he an Italian union guy with a name like Vinny?
Italian American.
Obviously.
But he relocated out west. So talking about our troll Fremont, do we have any personality that we want to include for him?
For Fremont?
Yeah, for Fremont.
I think friendly. As the troll that was caught kind of thing, you would think he might be bitter, but honestly he's more like nice, friendly kind of guy.
Okay. All right. Anything else special about him? Does he like anything? Does he want anything?
People tend to draw on him in chalk. He likes some of the chalk drawings so much that he's made them a permanent part of himself. Kind of like a tattoo, but not.
Aww. He's just a tattooed little guy.
He's just a tattooed little guy holding a VW bug in one hand.
Yeah, little guy.
Little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Just like all dogs are puppies.
Cool. Oh. I petted some Highland cows, some miniature Highland cows.
I saw the pictures.
They are also puppies.
They were puppies, but they were also puppies that were having nothing to do with everybody because it was too goddamn hot and they were overstimulated.
Babies.
And one of them just walked himself up right to the fan and put his head in, or she put her head to the fan. It was just like, moo. And you could pet her. She was okay with that, but she was having none of the cuddling of being like, nope, I'm not moving. I'm staying right here in front of the fan.
Too warm.
Yeah. Too hot.
A hot damn.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right. So he's friendly. People draw on him in chalk, and he keeps some of them as tattoos. I like that idea. Will you draw on me? What can you do? I found his voice. All right, there we go. Kind of like Ludo.
Big old friendly guy.
Big old friendly guy. Hi.
I
Hi.
love him already.
All right.
The whole game is just us hanging out with him.
Yeah. Screw whatever else is happening in Seattle. We're gonna hang out with our buddy.
The city is burning to the ground, and we're just like, look at this big man.
Look,
We'll
we
be
can,
okay.
we
Stay
can,
under the bridge.
yeah, we can crawl into the car under the bridge underneath a troll. Like anything that gets through all of that deserves to get us.
Correct.
So, do we want to build on that anymore?
I think we want to discover more about him when we meet him.
Organically.
Yeah.
Okay, what about the location? Anything about the location? You've been there, Ren. Is there anything about the location that jumps out at you, or anything that you felt, or is he the location?
He basically is the location. Like
Okay.
you go there to see him. It's not he's not hard to get to. Super accessible from the walking area. Yeah, it's just kind of a chill place. I remember really enjoying it.
Cool. It's on my list of places to go when I go visit Ben Warner and family in Pinto, because those guys are all up in the Seattle area. All right. Next location. Where would you guys like to see a scene play out? Doesn't have to be a business. Could be a park. Could be an unnamed location.
I think we need to build out the area that Rent's character hangs out with being a part of a network.
Yes, I am part of the Paranet.
Okay.
That's mostly my home, though.
Is it? I wasn't sure if it was, or if you would have done it in more of like maybe even a library area.
It's my home mostly because my my carefully created Faraday cage burn incense to make it work computer has to be in a very specific environment.
Forgot about that.
Yes. Oh, we did also create one NPC as well.
William.
William. You have to pronounce all of the syllables. Otherwise,
William.
there are 3 syllables. And he's an original IBM machine running Microsoft, and he's running a newest version of Windows that's not even numbered. And he was found at a garage sale.
When Emerson was about 10.
Yes, a long, long time ago. And he constantly updates on his own. He is not Bob.
Close
but he's
enough.
Kind of Bob. Bob wants
adjacent.
Bob wants romance novels, on Harlequin novels, and William's just a crotchety old geek.
Sounds about right.
So for those who don't know the Dresden Files, because in the Dresden Files, any wizard that gets too near technology, it explodes. Murphy, who is his cop connection, has lost several desktops to that until she told him, stay over there while I turn everything off. So
She almost lost a car. Like,
she's almost lost a lot of machinery to him, in fairness. So it is generally known that if you need to get information, you have to wheel and deal, you have to do all this and that. Harry Dresden has an air spirit of intellect that lives in a skull in his basement, and he feeds him smut novels and occasionally being allowed to wander around in the vessel of the cat, Mister, to go and see all the strip clubs. He is a horny air spirit.
The technology explodes, the wizard does not. Well, the lizard could explode. The lizard?
The
The
lizard.
wizard.
The wizard lizard.
All right. So I had an idea for a house. Now I don't know whose house it's going to be, but I think it's because I think it would be a cool idea because I've seen some of these houses, both in upstate New York as well as some pictures in the Pacific Northwest. Basically, it's the top floor of a large, turn of the century house, with a, like it's the third or fourth floor up, and it has exterior steps that go up, and inside the ceilings are canted, and there's no access for the people down below to get up to you because everybody has like an exterior entrance. So it's an apartment, but not like in an apartment building, just in a house that is broken up into like 4 different apartments.
That's cool.
That is cool. I love that.
And with that, let's make this let's have this be a location. In Emerson's house. I'm going to name it Emerson's house. Who is a neighbor that's always there?
Oh, I saw a huge eye roll from Red. I feel like you have an idea for this. Who is your nosy neighbor?
Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to see this in my head. The house is basically broken into like 4 apartments, 2 top floor and 2 bottom floor, into 4 apartments.
I'm thinking the top floor is its own by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the very top. Like if you sheared off the top, like it's just the one that's up there. But then maybe it's like 2 on the next floor down, and then 1 person on the bottom floor with like a garage that they have or something along those lines.
Is a girl named Mercedes. Emerson's never caught the rest of her name. Her dad owns the apartment, and she lives there while she's going to university.
Cute.
So dad owns the whole building?
Mm-hmm. Which is part of why Emerson can't be mean to her.
Okay.
Do you want to be mean to her?
She's one of those people that at the wrong times of the night, there's just like too much conversation happening by an open window. And, occasional weed smoke floating up that makes Emerson just lightly cranky. It's the little, like, neighbor things that, in general, like, Emerson kind of just doesn't care. Mercedes is just too social.
They're a little too loud. They're just a little too everything.
Yeah. A little too everything. Like they'll get home at 2 a.m, music blaring, and chatting real loudly while going up the stairs to theirs. And in those times, Emerson thinks dreamily of setting the whole building on fire.
So are you on the bottom floor then?
I think I'm on the top floor.
Yeah, I think the top floor would be great.
Okay.
So, I'm not getting all the stomping, which is great, but it's still like a lot.
Yeah, I feel so. My vision is that's what she's doing, but then at like early mornings, you're just dropping books on the floor.
Yeah, we live like opposite schedules. I am the early morning person, and she's the late night person. And occasionally, like I think Emerson recently got into like weightlifting. Well, occasionally just like, oops, drop a weight on the floor at like 6 a.m.
All right. What's an aspect of your home?
So in the living room, the living room is like the heart of this space for Emerson. There is just the biggest L-shaped couch that if you aren't careful, you might get devoured by it. It is soft, it is squishy in all the right places. Emerson has fallen asleep there so many times in the middle of working on things.
I don't want to say man-eater because then I don't want you guys to be like, we're gonna invoke man-eater couch and then have somebody get eaten by the couch. Literally, it's a mimic couch.
No, I just mean one of those couches that you find in most green rooms that if you sit down in it, you're not likely to get back up.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa. Sorry, something just changed on my. Oh, hey,
It was me. I had my hand up, and Zoom was like, "Oh, hey, obviously you want to talk," and I'm like, "No, I don't."
Oh, okay. You guys moved on me. I don't know if that moved on.
Thankfully,
did.
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. So, it's home. It's relaxing. It's home. Actually, I like. You know what? I'm gonna go with the aspect of it's home
Yeah.
because this could be both a good, like a positive aspect, right, and also a negative aspect. Because if somebody threatens it,
It is a place that I have everything that I care about is there.
yeah.
All the things that I care about. There are people that I care about that aren't there, but
All right. And what does it smell like? DB, you're about to say something.
I think it smells like books, like old books.
it's cedar wood and old books.
Yeah.
Okay.
With occasional tufts of cat hair flying through because obviously Emerson has a cat. You shake your head at me like you're not also a cat person.
I am a cat person. My cat made an appearance in a different game and then became said cat in said game, so.
Yeah.
What is the name of your cat? Is your cat your familiar?
I don't think that Emerson thinks of the cat like that. They're more roommates than familiar and practitioner.
Okay.
And his name is Morgana, nicknamed Mona-chan. Cause they're a nerd.
So you were able to get a PlayStation 3 to work.
PlayStation 4 for
PlayStation 4. Okay.
No, but they were able to watch someone else play. It was
From 6 streets away.
not
So
quite
here's
that
the thing.
far away, but William did grudgingly agree to watch a Let's Play now and again.
Or William could have run it. I think one thing that could be interesting about Emerson is that Emerson does not have such a evil black thumb when it comes to technology. You know, it doesn't like super complicated things, but it's weaker. Like you can use some of the things. Like you're not going to blow up an ATM.
Especially if I'm careful to like Faraday cage some stuff.
Yeah, you know, because you learn the appropriate, you know, technomancer, tech priest things, which I'm kind of stealing from Warhammer 40K of being like, you know, the yeah. You learn that proper ceremony satisfies the technological spirits. All right. DB, give me
Your
a
turn.
location. Give me a location for Galaxy.
Oh man. Location for Galaxy. I think she would frequent oddity shops.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is that a softball for the old curiosity shop?
It can be, yeah.
Okay.
Then I don't have to make up a name for it. Haha.
Two flings and one.
So this is on a pier.
Okay.
It was founded in 1899. It's a souvenir shop. It has the aspects of a dime museum. Founded by Daddy Stanley.
What a great
Daddy
name.
Stanley is still there.
Okay.
Founded and still there.
He's a vampire.
Yeah, of course he is.
Which court?
White.
Yeah, that tracks. So for those who don't know the Dresden File verse, there are 3 known courts and a 4th that's been hinted at. Black Court is your standard Dracula Nosferatu. It is kind of assumed that Bram Stoker wrote Dracula as a how to kill the Black Court manual. The Red Court are really pretty. They wear really pretty skin suits, and underneath they are drooling, horrible monsters. Their spit is addictive.
Yeah.
And you only really see the monster underneath the skin suit when they're about to eat you. And the White Court, they look like humans. They feed on emotion. Whether that is strong sex, whether that is strong pain, whatever the strong emotion is, the houses feed on different kinds of strong emotions. The ones that we get to know are the best are the Wraith family, and they feed on sex.
They're basically like succubus at that point.
Yeah, incubi and succubi.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be teaching people a whole lot about the world of the Dresden Files. The one that's been hinted at but has never been fleshed out is the Jade Court,
Yeah.
which is somewhere in Asia. Unsure.
I don't even know if it's been where I am. I don't know if it's even. I think it's only been mentioned like one time, and it's been like in passing.
It's one of those things where like no one knows anything really about it, even where I'm at. Yeah. Which I've read Peace Talks. I have not yet read Battleground. I'm going to. I just haven't gotten there.
Are you waiting for me to get there?
No. I was told a really big spoiler. I came across a really big spoiler, and my philosophy is if I don't read it, it never happens.
There are not 30 books.
There's like 17 now.
Yeah, 18 comes out next year.
End of this year. 12 months comes out in December, I believe.
Yeah. And that's not the final one. There's 2 more after that, right?
I think there's I've always heard that the final books are going to be a trilogy bound together in a single story, kind of like Peace Talks and Battleground was. And I've always heard, this is apocryphal, I don't know if this is true, that they'll be called Empty Night, Hell's Bells, and Stars and Stones.
Okay.
That's what I've always heard. I don't know how true that is. I also know that Butcher tends to think of Dresden as a D&D character, and he's got to be up in like 17, 18 level.
Sure.
He's getting close to the point where you can't do anything else with him in the story.
Yeah. It is a lot of books, but if you listen to them at 1.5 speed.
Did you hear James Marster has turned into a chipmunk?
You do not, actually. Not really. But yeah, you could get through. Am I on 13 now? Is that where I am? I think I'm on 13 in like a year and a half.
Not bad, honestly.
No, I got obsessed, and then I've kind of fallen off a little bit and done other things, but
It used to be a thing with me and my brother because it used to come out in April between our birthdays that we would get the hardback copy for each other for our birthdays.
Cute.
Yeah, because he's about 8 days before me.
Picture of Daddy Stanley into
Give us Daddy.
the Discord.
Look at this man.
Look at him.
If folks aren't in the Discord, A, you're missing out.
Why aren't you?
B, here's the link to go deal with that.
So a lot of the items, from what I'm understanding about the shop, is that there's a lot of Native American crafts here and Alaskan crafts, a lot of whaler stuff. There are...
By Alaska, I assume you mean Alaska Native. Is it Tlingit and Haida, since those are the tribes that are the closest related to those in the Pacific Northwest?
Yes, but also Alaskan furriers, and people that had moved there, and they claimed
That was generally Russians who were buying the furs. Sorry, I took an Alaska history course once upon a time.
But apparently, this guy has collected them, according to the Wikipedia source that I'm looking at.
Cool.
And he has the shop has metal containers, Russian metal containers, totem poles, East Asian weapons, cedar mats, fir needle baskets, Japanese netsuke, jade carvings, narwhal tusks. There's 2 mummified human bodies, Sylvester and Sylvia. Yes, hang on.
Sylvester and Sylvia. Oh, they have to show up.
Yep. CT scans in 2001 suggest that an embalmer injected arsenic shortly after his death. Sylvester was originally thought to be someone that died in the 19th century in the Arizona desert, and the extreme dryness of the desert naturally mummified the body.
Jesus.
One of the best preserved mummies known. Originally owned by a guy named Soapy Smith. These guys have some great names.
I know about Soapy Smith.
A Klondiker.
Yep.
We love Soapy Smith.
Con artist and gangster.
Yeah.
Right.
Very. There are establishments as far north as Fairbanks that are named after Soapy Smith.
Wow.
Yeah. Guy got around.
But yeah, we are definitely gonna so yeah. Daddy Stanley is most definitely going to be a white court vampire. He was a constant booster of Seattle, to the point being described at the end of his life as a one-man chamber of commerce. Not all of his influence, though, was from the shop itself. He provided exhibits to informal museums in the city's Alaska Club, which formed into the Arctic Club. He provided ethnological exhibits and expositions for the Alaska Building and leading natural history specimens in the Washington State Building. The store does sell wet specimens.
Oh, cool.
As well. You can actually apparently go get a wet specimen on their website right now. Looks like it's a duck heart. It's $20.
Ooh,
That is
$20.
cheap.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's get a duck heart.
I may have to go visit when I go visit my sister for Thanksgiving.
Do it, coward.
I'll drag E along.
Do
There's
it, coward.
7 nest flora matryoshkas. Ooh, nesting dolls. Oh yeah, spooky nesting dolls. Fuck yeah.
Oh, I played with those a lot when I was a kid. My grandma had
Yeah.
a set of 6.
Okay. What's the aspect to this place?
You can obtain anything if you know if you know how to say the right words or make the right deals. So if the collectible shop is you can find out anything, this is where you can get stuff. A kitty.
Aw. All right. I like you can get anything. All right. And what does this place smell like?
Vaguely a fish.
Vaguely a fish.
Yeah. Hello, sweet child.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are 6 locations that we've kind of built here right now. Are
Holy
there
shit.
any others that you would like to build? Build with me, because I've got an idea. I'm gonna let you know that the Seattle Great Wheel is going to be a plot point.
Sure.
I don't
think
know all about it yet, but
I think plot points can come as we come along, though. Like, I don't think we need to know everything about the city.
Yeah.
Yep, that works for me.
Especially for DB's character.
All right. So before we go on break, because I would like us to play a little bit, I would like both of you to please tell us a little bit about your character. And I know that we don't. We could have the hand. Do you have the handouts? Can you pull them up to share the character sheets on the screen? Or is that too much? I'm sorry. I should have thought about that earlier.
Should have. No worries. DB, you talk for a bit. Let me see if I can.
Okay. This is DB talking. Do you want me to talk about like my character? Is that what you'd like?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. So that's not her accent. I'm just a girl from southern Missouri, traveling the country, learning what I can about magic, as I didn't get a lot of that teaching while I was living with my grandfather.
Okay. What are your what is your high concept?
My high concept is inexperienced runaway wizard.
Okay. What is your trouble aspect?
Knowledge above all else.
Okay. So, an inexperienced runaway wizard, that allows you to be a magic user, a practitioner of magic, and to do all the other cool things that could be added into that. And then knowledge above all else, you're kind of always looking for new stuff. In the Dresden Files game, there are approaches, and these are your attributes, like in D&D: strength, dexterity, constitution, wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. All dumb stats, you don't need any of them, right? And other games, so this is similar ones, but they're not called attributes or traits, they're called approaches. And it's how you would approach a situation. And so the approaches that we have are flair, focus, force, guile, haste, and intellect. So when we talk about flair, it's how fancy are you doing something? Focus, how focused are you? Force, how are you physically imposing to do something? Guile, how sneaky-ish that you are. With personality. Haste, how fast you move, and kind of move that along the lines of our thoughts on dexterity. And intellect is how many, how are your brain meets? So that being said, what are your approaches?
My flair is 2. My focus is 0. My force is 1. My guile is 2. My haste is 1, and my intellect is 3.
Okay. So there is in the Fate Accelerated, there is a ladder to kind of figure out where things are at. If you have a 0, it's mediocre. It means that you're not getting a bonus to whatever you roll. If you have a 1, it's average. If you have a 2, it's fair. If you have a 3, it's good. If you have 4, it's great. And then when we roll the Fate or the Fudge dice, which are a special set of D6s that have either pluses or minuses or blanks on them, we add those to your abilities. And then if you have any aspects that are tagged, then that gives you a bonus to that roll. Pretty easy. It can get a little crunchier a little bit later on, but we're not gonna sweat that right now. So your mantle, I believe we have got magic practitioner. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. And the scale that we're playing on is the supernatural scale. So that means that you guys are pretty powerful. You do have some cool things that you can do. You are not just regular schmoes that are gonna get basically eaten alive by everybody else, because that would suck. Or I mean, unless you want to.
It'd be a short game.
Yeah, it would be a very short game. With the mantle of the spellcaster, that gives you a couple stunts. And the stunts that you get, I believe you get all three. Was that right?
Yes, evocation, thaumaturgy, soul gaze, and then we get one additional based on how we approach our magic.
Yes. Thank you.
Glad to help.
I don't recall. What did you choose? Oh, I think you picked enchanted item, right?
I did, yes.
Okay. So that means that you've got a collection of useful items. Where did you get those items? Or do we not want to talk about
You never
that right
ask a lady that. Come on.
I don't have to tell you now if you don't want me to. I feel like it might come up in story more.
All right. Sounds good. I'm okay with that.
I bought them.
With
Wink.
what? With
saying
story plot.
Are you
Grass-
saying I don't have money? Dad?
Grass,
What
ass,
do
or
you
cash.
All right. And that is the... Oh, and then there's also another aspect that we are leaving open. Because one of the nice parts about this game is that you can swap out aspects and you can add aspects as part of your milestone. It's your advancement. But what we're going to do is in the first couple sessions, we are going to flesh out what that other aspect is once the players get a feel for what who their characters are. Because we don't know just yet their names and their lettering on paper. We may have some ideas going in, but that shit could all change.
You never know who a character actually is until you put them into a situation.
Yeah, you wear their shoes for a little bit, you walk around a little bit, then you find out, fuck, I should have tied these Doc Martens better.
No, you shouldn't have. They will destroy your feet.
All right, and Ren.
I'm playing Emerson McCoy.
Okay.
Pronouns they, them. Their high concept is they are a connected tech wizard of the Paranet. Their trouble is that they are the mom friend, because play what you know, right?
Yeah. And what are your approaches?
Flair is 1, focus is 2, force is 0. They're a computer geek. Come on. Guile is 2, haste is 1, intellect is 3.
All right. So we've got some smart cookies.
We do have some smart cookies, although I think the DB's character is too smart for anyone's good. I also have the magical practitioner mantle, which gives me the stunts evocation, thaumaturgy, and soul gaze. I also took the stunt arcane investigator, which I'm a member of the Paranet. So for those who don't know, in the Dresden Files, the Paranet, it connects low-level practitioners together to try and keep them safe when the big guys are stomping around, the little people get hurt. The Paranet comes together to try to keep the little people from getting hurt.
Sweet. All right. Now, the core concept of what I have for the story for us is that all of the divination, all the bones that are thrown, all of the tarot cards, all of the tea leaves that are read, said something's going to happen soon here in Seattle. May not be something big, but something's going to happen. And it's causing a movement and talk within the city of Seattle. This is not something new. It's a mover and shaker city, but there's a bit of concern because there are some entities coming into the city that are drawing some bad, bad clouds overhead. That's why I went with shadowed auguries. So, that being said, I think we have our characters. I think we've got our city going on here. I think we should be good to go to kind of start something.
All right. Do we want to go ahead and head to a break so that we can resettle before we jump into characters?
I think so. I think we can get a short adventure, short session in, a short episode in. Also, should we talk about how long we think this is going to last?
Sure. We can absolutely talk about that. I have fallen in love with the model that we did with Midnight in the Garden of Chrome and Fog, where it is seasons that are limited in their time scale. So for this one, if I can find the flippin' schedule. Obviously, we are starting today, and we are planning to run pretty much every Thursday between now and December 11th, maybe 18th, with the exception, obviously, of Thanksgiving, because we are all going to go and stuff ourselves with happy, wonderful food.
Nom, nom, nom.
So it'll be the 2nd, the 9th, 16th, 23rd, 30th. We won't be, there's a week where we are planning to do a pre-record as opposed to being live, just so y'all know, for planning bits and things and like that. The 6th, we won't be live. We'll be doing pre-record. 13th, 20th, we're off for Thanksgiving. Back the 4th and the 11th, and maybe the 18th if we need it.
Ooh, I got an idea about bits. We'll talk about that.
I had a suggestion, but I'm interested in yours.
Well, I was gonna say if we get X amount of bits, that could give you a refresh, gives you a fate point.
Ooh, how many bits?
I'm gonna leave that up to you, channel owner.
All right, we'll talk about that. But for now, I think we go ahead and take a break.
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
All right. We'll be back very shortly, friends. Hang out to see the first run of Emerson and Lexie out running around in Seattle. We'll see you all very shortly. Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to the Fae Realm. Dan, over to you, sir.
Hi. When we last left the Agents of Arcel...
No.
Wrong story.
Oh no, how did I get here?
Oh. The sweet smell of Arabica coffee just overwhelms your senses. The door opens and you hear the bell. Ding, ding. You're sitting in Brood Awakening, which is a fine little establishment. It's actually a pretty good-sized independent coffee house here in Seattle. The baristas that are working full time, drawing some amazing caffeine, potions. Somebody walks up, fuck me up, caffeine cleric. Gotcha, dude. And the two of you, Emerson and Lexie, you are sitting down enjoying a cup of your favorite beverage. What are your favorite beverages? At least, what is your current beverage?
The baristas both love and hate me at the same time because I don't drink coffee here. I have what's called a London fog.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
I am. Do you want to tell our friends?
It's basically you use a little bit of hot water to activate a tea bag, and then a lot of hot milk. So it's a hot milk tea latte thing with vanilla syrup, and it's tasty.
And the reason why they call it London fog is because sometimes it looks a little gray.
It's very delicious.
If you like that kind of sort of thing.
I do.
And what about Lexie?
Lexie is drinking like a mocha kind of thing. I think she is not as into like just hard coffee taste, so it's a little bit of coffee with other flavors in there.
Now, here's the thing. They, as the barista and the staff here, are not outwardly judging you about that because you're not being pretentious about it, right? They're okay with that. If you come in with pretentiousness and you think that you know everything, they will put you in your fucking place. But also they do respect people that are knowledgeable as well. So when you ask for a certain kind of tea, as long as you're not like, yeah, just give me the basic Lipton, out of the, out of the can, they treat with a little bit more respect. And if you're just a casual coffee drinker, that's cool. That's fine.
No
Your money
gatekeeping
still
here.
spends. Yeah, your money still spends. That's okay. But there is a ding ding on the door, and in walks a hunched over fellow. He has a raincoat on, a trench coat. It's like a brown, it's a brown London Fog branded trench coat, and tan, and he's hunched over so much that his neck is like 90 degrees from his chest, not straight up, but down and out. And walks in and takes off his coat, puts it on the coat rack that it's there, because there's quite a few coat racks here, as well as umbrellas, because this is Rain City. And he looks around. He has very bulbous features. His nose is quite large. His eyes are bigger than normal. Faintly smells of fish. No, he does not have the Innsmouth look. That's the wrong game. Sorry. But he looks around, and you notice that he catches Lexie's gaze at first, and then quickly looks down and away, and then the same with Emerson. And during that brief moment that you catch that look, you feel a little bit of tingliness in the back of your brain, like a little itchiness, that if you were to look at him a little bit too long, that would probably trigger something.
Yay, soul gazes, our favorite.
Nothing ever bad happened with a soul gaze.
Mm-hmm. But you also recognize that he might have soul gazed into you.
Oh no.
That's kind of that was the look. It was kind of like little staticky on the back of the brain.
It's usually a two-way street. So interesting if we weren't able to read back.
Oh, you did get a little bit of read. Yeah, that was that was kind of yeah. Yeah.
Not a full soul gaze, just a little.
Yeah, it was just enough. Like he was looking around, caught eyes, and then looked away, and you maybe blinked or averted the gaze. But yeah, he looked away for a bit. He heads up and places an order, and the tall Nordic woman behind the bar takes his order, gives him a good look up and down, and points to a Futhark runes that's up on the wall behind. You recognize the Futhark rules as the 10 rules. Is it 10 rules?
7.
7 rules. Sorry, my apologies. The 7 rules.
The 7 rules
but they
of
are
magic,
translated.
yeah.
Yeah, the 7 rules of magic. But they're written in Nordic runes. And you see him nod in acceptance. And she kind of heads off and does her thing afterward, leaving excuse me.
He's getting over a cold, don't mind him.
Yes. And also it is Phoenix in what people consider to be autumn, even though it's still 100 degrees during the day. It drops down to about 80 or 70 degrees. So all of the particulates are coming down now. And so that kind of plays with my gives me a cough, and something we've been dealing with ever since I was recording with all of our friends.
Yerp.
She leaves him to... Go ahead.
This isn't somebody I recognize, is it?
No, you do not recognize him.
Thank God.
There we go. There's my laws of magic. I'm not going to go through all of the laws of magic for us today. Well, maybe we could. Do you all remember the laws of magic?
I have it pulled up.
No.
Well, you know what, Paranet Lore Master, because you are the master of lore, even though we did not give you the give you that stunt.
Yet.
What are the laws of magic?
Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not transform others. Thou shalt not invade the mind of another. Thou shalt not enthrall another. Thou shalt not reach beyond the borders of life. Thou shalt not swim against the currents of time. Thou shalt not open the outer gates.
Because we know that only good things happen when that stuff occurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suspect that Helga was reminding him of either 3 or 4 invading or enthralling.
Pretty good bet. She keeps a keen, cold blue eye on him. She is quite tall, quite muscle mommy, also quite bedecked in flannel because it's Seattle.
It's Seattle.
Yeah. He gets his drink and he's looking around and starts to walk toward you.
Interesting. Glance at Lexie.
She just cocks an eyebrow at you. Did you cause some problems or what?
I mean, not usually. Or at least not the kind that the majority of our kind can tell.
Yeah, that's usually my job. But it'd be nice if you did it instead.
I guess we'll find out what this is all about.
Is this seat taken?
Is by you now, friend.
Thank you. I thank you for letting me rest. My legs are weary. I've traveled quite a bit. I've gone through the Ever Never.
Ah.
What took you through the Never Never?
No, the Ever Never. If you include the first N, then it gives it more power. If I leave it off, I can do what I please.
Of course.
Is that how that works?
No.
Okay, good to know.
I mean, names are powerful, but it is what it is. How can we help you, sir?
I am looking for someone that is part of the Paranet that's here in town. I was told that I might be able to meet them here. At glance, it looks like it might be one of you two, or you might be able to help me.
What do you need the Paranet for?
I'm looking for a fellow to obtain a specific item. I'm told that he runs a shop here, and also he glances, like looks around to see who's listening. Who nobody's really listening. Something dark is coming.
Yeah, all the fortune tellers have been saying that. Palm readers, tarot card folk, crystals breaking across the city, all sorts of interesting things.
Yeah, he reaches into his tweed jacket, and then pulls out a crystal that looks oddly like a D10, and he spins it, places it onto the table, and he spins it, and Lexie, you recognize this? This is certainly an enchanted item. And as it spins, it picks up speed as it points to you, and then slows as it points to Emerson, and then finally stops pointing at Emerson.
What does that mean?
Oh, that is the person I am looking for. It is that simple. Oh, nothing more mysterious than that, and not ominous.
We could have had more of a conversation before you just dropped a magical item.
Oh, my apologies.
It's generally polite.
My name is Derwithian.
Duwithian?
Derwithian. Yes, it is
Derwithian.
Welsh in origin.
Emerson. You can call me M. Most do.
M. I ran across an M. They reside up north in the Inuit lands.
Quite north for Inuit, yeah. Yeah, I'm a representative of the Paranet.
Oh, excellent.
Most of our folks, though, are low-level practitioners. You know why the Paranet came together, right?
Not entirely.
It's something that, what's his fuck? Beanpole in Chicago thought was a good idea.
Oh, yes, that one. Named after the unfortunate city in Germany.
Yeah, that guy. He got a bunch of the lower level practitioners together, and the idea is that when the wizards of the White Council go stomping around, or those of the they of the she and the unsealing, the little people get hurt, and those of lower level strength came together for that.
That is quite altruistic. And you joined because you are a lower level practitioner? When I met your gaze, it did not feel that way.
Well, sometimes people who punch in higher weight classes like to help out the smaller folk.
Oh. All right.
I may know a couple people who can do some supplying. What are you looking for?
I am looking for it's a cube. It's a cube of chance. But it's a specific cube of chance.
I was gonna say, I've got a couple D6s in my pocket right now if you're looking for a cube of chance.
Nerd.
Hey!
Then you are familiar with
dice? With games of chance?
yes.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the Knight Macklin?
Is that something that I've heard of before? Because I'm not familiar.
All right, so let us
Ooh!
we're going to do a test.
Are we gonna roll some dice about it?
We're going to roll some dice about it. Yes, we are.
To borrow a phrase from Sam.
Yeah. Now,
I think that's just going to be a catchphrase of the channel.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna try to make it a catchphrase of the channel.
yeah, let's roll some dice about it. I like that. I like that a lot. And I like Sam, so yes.
Sam's good people.
He is,
I met Sam before.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Sam was in one of my Geek Therapeutics.
That's right. I remember you talking about that. I met Sam on a cruise ship.
I haven't met Sam yet.
You
Sam's
will.
All right.
All
So
right.
sorry, didn't I mean to squirrel? I'm trying to stay.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I
You're good.
had the opportunity to run over so many squirrels, but I didn't because I hate gray squirrels.
I
But
know
I
you do.
didn't-
Personal vendetta.
I held it back, but I saw a bunch of them, and I let each and every single one of them know my feelings. TJ laughed the entire time.
I'll bet she did.
All right, so we're going to use. I should ask you, which approach do you think would be best here?
I mean, this feels like an intellect approach to me to try and remember a name or a connection to this thing that he has just said to me.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah, let's do let's have an intellect check. So you're going to gather your fate dice or fudge dice. Gather all 4 of them. Doop, 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 doop. Do you have any aspects that you want to use? Connected Tech Wizard of the Paranet could be used.
I mean, that does feel like something that I could pull on for that, because like their whole thing is knowing things. That whole like Tyrion Lannister drink and know things. They just know things.
Is
Excuse me,
this
sorry.
something that I could also roll, Dan?
Yes.
Because I think I could use knowledge above all else.
Ooh.
Yeah. So to invoke one of your aspects, right? Normally it costs you a fate point to do so. We're going to utilize that for now. Right now, you guys have 3 fate points to start, and it refreshes at 3 every session. So we're gonna make use of that. So that will give you a couple options. The benefits invoking it, you can add add +2 to bonus to your roll, or you can re-roll your dice, or you can make somebody's opposition harder. Right, so that's the choice that you have. So you are able to utilize those. We're keeping it simple here. We're only going to use one aspect at a time. We're not using any free aspects. We can get complicated with that shit later on. Basic concept. So invoking your aspect and a knowledge above all else and your connected paranet, I think that would grant you both a +2 to your roll. So go ahead and roll your dice.
Okay.
All right. And on your, I think both of you have intellect of 3. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what is the positive or negative or neutral result of your roll?
I have 2 pluses, 2 neutrals.
2 pluses, 2 neutrals. So that's a +2 plus the 2 bonus that you get from your, from the aspect, unless you want to try to reroll.
No, I'm happy with this. So it's
Okay.
2 successes on the dice, +2 for my aspect, +3 for my intellect. So that's 7.
Yes. Yes. So epic. You know quite a bit. And there is a ladder, which I think, if it does not bother too much, maybe we can add that to a sidebar or something as part of the layout. Or not.
Maybe.
Okay. No worries.
I'll talk to Lady Bedivere, see what she thinks.
Okay. All right. And what about you, DP?
I got 2 positives, 1 negative, and a neutral. So I'm 6.
A +1. Okay. And then +2. So, and then +3. So a total of 3, 6. So fantastic. All right. Knight Macklin is a Knight Macklin is a wizard on the East Coast. He is a White Council wizard. He has 2 definitive personalities, one during daytime, one during nighttime. Almost like a Jekyll Hyde, but not on an evil aspect of things. It's more of a reckless aspect of things. During the day, he is very calm and very measured, but at nighttime he gets to be quite reckless. He's run afoul of the council on a couple things, but nothing major. He likes to gamble, and he is known for throwing dice. And apparently he has enchanted some dice and other items like that.
Yeah,
Which-
I've heard about Knight Macklin. Are you looking for some of his dice?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Can't take him to Vegas. They check those.
No, I do not want to go to Vegas. There are too many there, too many eyes. But I do believe that this will help me win a game, a contest, if you will, against someone.
Who?
That's something for me to keep close to my chest.
If I'm gonna help you find these dice, I'd like to at least know the breadth of entities that might be breathing down my neck if I help you get fixed dice.
magically fixed ass.
Well,
Because sometimes when people lose contests, they get real pissed at everyone who's involved with that. And I'd really like to not be in the crossfire. You don't have to say a name. Just what kind of entity they are.
a member of the Unseelie Court, a lower baron.
Interesting. All right. Well, I'm not going to give you my contacts directly. I don't know you well enough for that. But if you leave me a way to get a hold of you, I could start poking around.
All right.
Hold on. What are you getting in return?
Well, if you'd like, I have cash, I have coin, I have sigils, I have a breadth of knowledge that I'd be willing to share and negotiate something. This is something that I would pay quite handsomely for. A rote, if you will.
Mm.
A rote meaning that it's like a ritual spell.
What kind of magery are you skilled in?
Oftentimes it was considered as travel and correspondence. But I have knowledge of many, many places and many disciplines.
You know stuff about the ley lines?
I do. That's why I travel the Ever Never.
How well do you know the Ever Never? Well enough to produce a map?
Where is the map to?
From what I don't move around in that area terribly often. But from what I understand, there are some set paths.
I can provide a map to some locations. It is better if I know the location because some of those paths do shift and change.
I'm more interested in general knowledge that can be used more broadly. So things that are less likely to shift. Or things that shift within 3 to 4 degrees, let's say.
I can provide you with a map with 3 locations.
Which locations?
I won't know that just yet. I have to see where at the time of the crafting of the map, where the stars are and where the lines are.
But these will be set paths that anyone who has knowledge of them could follow.
Not just anyone. It has to be a practitioner.
Fair enough. Lexie, what do you think?
Ah, man, we didn't really have anything else planned today, did we?
Not much. I can make this agreement.
I want to He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a business card, and pulls out a very small pencil that's been like chewed down, very very tiny.
Like one of those golf pencils that is
Yes.
chewed down even smaller.
Yes. I'm staying at this address. I'm told it is safe. I feel that you will. Is this safe? I'm asking as a friend.
I'll look at the address.
It's in the sketchier. It's in the sketchier part of the neighborhood. Because you know the area, and because of you knowing being a Paranet person here, it is set up for some red caps and some unsavory folks to waylay folks nearby, to get mugged. It's not super safe, but also if you're packing, it could be safe.
I mean, I guess the level of safety here kind of depends on what your particular bent is, let's say. There are those with those associated with Red in the Unseelie Court who hold some of those lines.
Well, that was where I'm staying this evening. Things may change. If they change, then I will post to the board. I see there is a board, and he points one of his stubby arms at the basically the it's the cork board.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't want it noised about everywhere, leave a real nice tip for Helga, and she'll keep it safe for you.
Oh, the tall drink of water.
Ain't she though?
Oh. Seems as cold as a glacier stream, though.
It comes with her line of work.
And he looks over, and you see his eyes kind of go wide as he makes the realization.
Yeah. This is one of the safest places that you can be in the city for us.
Good to know. My line does not does not have good history with them.
Something your family did that pissed him off? Well, these are more modern times.
Yeah. Well, thank you. This coffee is quite good.
One of the best in the city.
They also know how to make proper scones.
Yes, they do.
I will be heading off and enjoying some of the sights. Do you recommend anything?
Stop by and say hi to the Fremont Troll.
All right.
He likes visitors.
I will go ask about that. And he takes his drink, walks back up to the bar, the coffee bar, reaches it, and you hear the sound of coins being dropped into the clay jug.
All right.
And she looks over, like wide-eyed, walks over, looks down into the jug, looks at him. She doesn't smile often. She does not smile now. She just looks at him, and it's not like an entire grimace of disgust. It's kind of like, okay.
Noted. That's the expression of noted.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Actually, she does smile to locals. Right? She hasn't really smiled at Lexie yet.
That's all right. I have only been here for like a week.
I treasure every smile that I've ever won from her.
And you think you've heard her laugh twice.
Yeah.
And it was like it was a titter. She's not always like that way, but it
Oh.
helps for the appearance.
She's at work.
Yeah.
Hmm. So he drops off and then heads out. You see a couple more folks walk in. You see another person come in with a trench coat, and as they take off the trench coat, you see the person on top hops off, and hops off the other two, as two goblins or three goblins walk up to the countertop and place an order. They're local.
Mm-hmm. Give him a little 2-finger wave.
They wave back. They don't have many fingers.
You just always taking jobs in coffee shops?
Most social place in the city. Yeah, this is where our kind comes through, and they know to find me here.
Great.
You look
Love
like you
it.
have a headache there, Lexie.
Every day is a headache. Being surrounded by the chaos that is yours and mine's life.
I mean, if you want a little bit less chaos, city's not the place to be. Out in the middle of nowhere is a good place to be.
Out in the middle of nowhere is where people expect me to be, so I might as well be right here in a city.
It is harder to find people in the middle of a city, it's true.
Correct.
Have you settled in yet?
No.
Are you staying? Are you in an Airbnb, a hostel? Where are you staying, Lexie?
At this point, it is a different place every night. Sometimes it's a bench, sometimes it's a place.
Oh God.
Do you know how hard it is to get a job?
Yes.
The last place I blew up 3 computers before they decided that I shouldn't be there.
It's harder and harder for those of our persuasion to find jobs these days. Everything's automated. Do you like cats? Do you mind cats?
We weren't allowed to have cats growing up. It's a hard.
I wasn't either. My mom was allergic.
Sure. I mean, I don't mind cats. I'm not allergic to cats. If I were, they'd probably cling to me, is what I hear.
They do that. Look, if you need somewhere to crash out for a bit, my couch is real comfortable and it's wizard proof.
I'm not willing to take anybody up on an offer like that currently.
Okay.
I don't know. You might knife me in my sleep. I don't know.
Honestly, Mona-chan's more likely to knife you in your sleep. He's a cat.
See, don't want to do that either.
Real sharp. Although they're more likely to, like, put a paw in the middle of your tit and just lean.
Sure. Yeah.
Cats.
Not super fan of that. I'm fine. I'm fine for now. I got a old ass car I can sleep in.
All right. You do you. Right. What was the name of the place of the place that sells all the things? I've lost it. Ye olde something.
Here.
Yeah, it's on the pier. It is the not Golden Age Collectibles. It is.
I mean, Golden Age Collectibles is also a decent spot to go looking for, dice.
Ye Old Curiosity Shop.
Well, we could hit both places. We could do that and go see David. David has been real trying to, get a group together. That ain't my scene. I'm not doing that.
Which kind of group? Is he looking at D&D or something else?
I don't know. He said something about Pathfinder. I have no idea.
Oh, he likes the crunch. Good for him.
I don't know what that is.
It's okay. Let's check out Ye Olde Curio Shop first, because that feels like the place where that kind of thing might end up, and then go from there.
Yeah. I guess I'm along for the ride.
I mean, you don't have to be. I was the one who took on the job.
I have nowhere else to go, and if we're gonna find magical items that I might want,
No 5-finger discount.
I didn't say I was gonna do that. I
Ma'am.
haven't stolen anything here. I haven't stolen anything here.
I did hear that here in both of those sentences.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes you have to steal stuff to survive.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. Just depends on who you're stealing from.
I didn't steal from you.
Don't steal from me. Don't steal from people who it'll hurt. Like, steal from Walmart if you need to. That's fine. I don't care.
Should we worry about what these dice can do?
Oh, of course. Which is why we're going to give them a real good once-over before we pass them off to anyone.
All right.
So I guess we're heading off to Ye Olde Curio Shop.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go see Daddy.
Good old Daddy.
Good old Daddy.
So it's not far from where you're at now, but it is on one of the piers. It's in the center waterfront of Seattle, and it's located on Pier 54. And it's mostly like a souvenir type of shop. And, standing outside, there are totem poles taken from up north and also local tribes that are out there. Not for sale, but more for display. And there are little placards giving true history and true knowledge about it. A few years back, there was a change from what was originally thought to be, the meaning, basically the whitewashing of the history, to now being, more of a culturally education.
Everyone says that if you're low in rank, you're bottom of the totem pole, but that's not actually how these things work. The person or the entity at the bottom of the totem pole is the support. It's the base. It's the most important person on the totem pole.
Yeah, it's usually the one that does, like, the grunt work. Things that get done.
Yeah, and those are the people who, in those sorts of societies, actually get put in charge.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Pull in on Ren's IRL knowledge.
Do we knock?
Not really.
Is there an open sign?
It's a shop.
Yeah.
All right. After you.
I'll lead the way in.
There is a faint smell of fish, but there's also a smell of good tobacco. Right? Not a nasty cigarette, but a good tobacco smell. And it's very light. There's quite a few folks here. There's currently a large stuffed bear who is brown and like light brown in color. It looks as though that it's a hybrid between a grizzly and a polar bear that's stuffed.
If it's accessible, I want to give it a high five as we pass.
Okay. You give it a high five, and you hear, "Don't touch."
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
One day I'll own that.
I can give it to you for a good price. And from around the corner is a man with a fantastic mustache, an elderly man. He's got round glasses and a fez, and he's got the tiniest little cigarello still burning in his mouth. Hello, Emerson. So good to see you. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, Daddy. How you doing?
He extends his hand and to shake.
Shake it back. This is my friend Lexie.
Hello, Lexie.
She's new to town. She's of our persuasion.
Ah. Of mine or of yours?
Of mine.
Oh, all right. What brings you in? Are you just showing around?
A little bit showing her around, and I'm got a request for an interesting kind of item, and you seem like the kind of person who might be able to keep an ear to the ground for that sort of thing for me.
Ooh, so it's a business trip.
Yes.
Well, meet me in the back. Make sure that you say hi to Sylvester and Sylvia. Actually, let Sylvia go. She's been a bit cranky. It's that time of the month.
Oh, of course. I'll be sure to say hello to Sylvester.
No, not that time of the month. It's the full moon. She gets upset around the full moon.
No, I knew what you. Sorry, I knew what you meant.
Yeah, I'm pointing. And he kind of shrugs and heads off, and he's not a very large man, but he moves with a grace that is not natural.
They're mummies.
That man is?
No, he's a vampire.
We just throw that word around all willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly, not so much. But, you're new in town. You don't know who people are or which way's up or down. You need to know who the players are. And Daddy's one of the players.
That is not incorrect. Though never met a vampire before. Or mummies. Like what?
You have been kind of out in the middle of nowhere. That's fair. Yeah, Sylvester and Sylvia. They're mummies.
Not in like a British mummy kind of way, like, are you my mummy?
That episode gave me nightmares for weeks.
Okay, well.
But no, not in that sense.
Actual.
Yep.
Oh. Why does the full moon affect?
I mean, the full moon affects a lot of supernatural creatures in a lot of different ways. So
okay.
It just kind of... It's the full moon, the half moon, and the new moon. It kind of depends on who you're talking to. But the full moon affects the most of the supernatural entities.
In like werewolf terms, or?
I mean, some of them. There are
Ooh.
werewolves around.
As that happens, Michael walks by. Michael is one of the local pack. Did I hear the word?
You listened too much for your own good, Mikey Poo.
What? Oh.
And he kind of scratches at his ear. Hey, how you doing?
Michael, this is Lexie. Lexie, Michael.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Hi. You're new in town. You've got an accent. Hey.
I do, yeah.
Oh.
Oh. You did it to yourself, Michael. I'm sorry.
You really did. You kind of just leaped into that one. It wasn't just stepping.
Oh, I got that one, right? They're a band.
Yep.
She made a joke about a band, Steppenwolf.
Yep. No, you're right.
I'm thinking Foghat, Slow Ride. That probably means I need to leave. And he kind of, as he walks, and you notice that his posture changes a little bit. That if he had a tail, it would kind of be cowering a little bit as he walks away.
Oh, I kind of want to catch up and scruff his hair a little bit in that playful, you're good kind of way.
I don't think she likes me.
She's new. She's figuring everything out. It's fine.
All right.
If she didn't like you, you'd really know it's okay.
All right. Okay.
Say hi to the pack for me.
I don't want to go back.
Why not, honey?
Then don't.
they're just bitching about where they want to do some winter stuff this year, and people can't make a decision if they want to go to one of the cabins, or if they want to go out like actual camping, or if they want to go to one of the cairns, or if they want to go to a hunting ground. Can't we just stay home for a winter?
You're much more a homebody than some of your pack friend.
You could stay home with me.
Oh.
See?
Any waves? Maybe she does like me. Oh shit, what do I do? All right.
Act normal. Just another person. There you go.
That's right. Don't act like a dog. 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 Humping the leg is bad.
Correct. Unless you're invited
That was
to.
said out loud. Yeah. All right.
I'll see you later, Betty.
Bye. Any waves?
Stroll back over to Lexie. You move fast.
Oh, well. Harmless flirting.
No, that's completely fair.
Should we go meet Daddy now? Weird to say that name, but you know.
Ain't it just? Come on, let's go.
So you head back, and you see a daddy. Daddy's got a table with a bunch of items. Turns around and looks. Make sure you close the door.
Of course. Wait for Lexie to come through. We close the door.
Galaxy Richards, we have to have a conversation.
Why? Hold on. You just full named me. What?
And that's where we're going to end tonight, because Dan's getting tired. It's 9 o'clock. That's where we'll pick it up next time when we play next week.
Welcome to the way Dan runs games.
Oh, shit. I don't even think you knew my name was Galaxy at that point.
I don't think I did, because I imagine you introduced yourself as Lexie.
Yeah, because names have power.
Yeah, that's why Emerson's never pushed. Whoo-wee! All
So
right.
the comment about M, well, I think you know why.
I actually don't, because I know several people who go by M.
M lives in Alaska.
Oh, yeah. I know that M. I know an M who lives here in the Bay the Bay Area. I also know E. So like, there's a lot of people who go by E and M sorts of names.
And I know an M in Georgia.
There you go. Well, what a strong start to an excellent story. Thank you all so much for being here for this week's episode of Stories from Rain City. Excited to keep going with this. Excited to find out more about Lexie and to find out more about Emerson. I didn't know that was the voice I was going to use until I opened my mouth and it came out.
I like it.
we never know until we know, right? We'll be back next week with more stories from Rain City. Tomorrow I'll be playing Hades 2 if folks want to come and hang out with that. It's going to be a long stream. I want to go for at least 8 hours. We'll see if I can go longer, because it just came out of early access, and I love Hades 2. It is so well done.
Yay.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for being here tonight. And until we meet again, I hope that your journey back through the mushroom circles is as calm and as peaceful as it is possible to be. And until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you all very soon. We're going to raid out to Ezra, who, by the way, gave the thumbs up. So we will see you all next time. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.